I'm using my mic today because I have to be quiet. This mic, my dumb headset. Okay, so it's probably gonna pick up on everything because it always does. So hello. I'm going to talk. I don't need this right next to my face. Okay, I'm going to talk today about vegetarian politics. So, if you're not vegetarian, but you're the friend of one, you should probably listen because this involves you. So here's my story about what brought this on. And I've known this for a while, but I've been trying to avoid this situation, where, so I was in a restaurant today, and it's not picking up on this. So I have to keep it close to my face now, great. I was in a restaurant today, and there was no options at all. I really love why won't you pick up on this? I really love whoever came up with the idea to go there. Lovely. Thank you, by the way. And I went with some friends and our parents, and our parents sat at a different table. And my friends go, because I'm like to the lady, because the only thing on this, I cheat. If I can't find something on a menu, I'll eat fish. Because if I can't find something on a menu, I'm not gonna starve myself. I'm not like that. I like to eat. I have to hold this next to my face. This feels really awkward. But mostly I don't eat fish. So I'm not technically pescatarian. I cheat if I have to. I won't eat meat though. Like meat. Like I won't eat beef or poultry or pork. So had there not been a seafood section, I probably would have starved. So this lady comes up and I'm like, do you recommend the sole or the salmon? Because I didn't know what I was getting. And the lady's like, I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat fish. If you're the friend of a vegetarian who cheats like that because there's nothing on the menu, and the waitress says, I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat fish, don't say a word. My friend goes, she's a vegetarian too. Shh, I get shunned. I get told I'm a pescatarian because I eat fish once. And I'm like, I hate you. And my friend and the lady's like, oh, you're one of them. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. Whatever. Okay, sure. Let's go with that. And that was kind of funny. But can I swap I can't fix the volume. Great. And I'm like, wonderful. Now she's gonna shun me because I'm a pescatarian in her eyes. Lovely. And technical definition of vegetarian is you don't eat animal flesh, which includes beef, pork, poultry, and fish, and other sea animal life things. You won't eat mammals either, so besides beef, you won't eat like otter. Like, besides pork, you won't eat buffalo. Like that sort of thing. So I'm like, great, this is lovely. And then I have a friend who's like a real, in vegetarianism you have the polo-vegetarians, which most of us don't even consider vegetarians, but and the National Society doesn't consider them vegetarians either, nor do they consider pescatarians vegetarians. Polo-vegetarians will eat chicken. You would think that they wouldn't because it's polo-vegetarian. You'd think it would mean that they don't eat chicken, but they eat others. No, they don't eat. No, they don't eat chicken. They eat chicken. they eat chicken. It's not that they don't eat. They do eat chicken. Polo-vegetarians technically eat animal flesh. So do pescatarians. Polo-vegetarians eat chicken for sustenance. Pescatarians eat fish for sustenance. Which means, the real pescatarian friend I have eats fish, like, not a daily basis, but, like, more than once a week. So, pescatarian, because she eats it, like, when I ate meat, like, twice a week. Like, that means I'm not a vegetarian, because I wasn't then. She's a pescatarian because she eats fish more than once a week. Technically, according to her and her little pescatarian book. I don't eat fish normally. I try to avoid it. If I'm at a restaurant, however, and I'm starving because I haven't had anything to eat all day, I eat fish. That makes you pescatarian, but not really, because I kind of just call it cheating. I think I had fish twice today because there was nothing. I can't eat McDonald's, and that was the only lunch I had because I was in a rush from work. Technically, I think you can eat their salads if you just take out the chicken. I usually do that. I don't know why I didn't do that today. But yeah. So then you get that, and that's really awkward. And you're just like, yeah, didn't have to tell him I was a vegetarian, thank you. After that, you have the real vegetarians, according to the and don't eat fish or poultry or anything. Then you have the ovo-vegetarians that on top of that don't eat eggs, and they're kind of even with the lacto-vegetarians, which don't eat milk or milk dairy products, and on top of the other vegetarian things. Then you get the ovo-lacto-vegetarians that don't eat eggs or milk, on top of the other things. And then you have the vegans, which most of us consider them their own separate extremist sect, but they're technically vegetarians. They give up animal byproducts. So they won't eat eggs or milk either. So they're kind of like everything. Don't eat any of that. And then they don't eat, like they won't eat gelatin, which I don't either. They don't eat broth, which technically I don't either, but like, you know, today I ate it by accident, and I almost threw up. I was like, oh my god. And then the other day I had it by accident too, and that kind of killed my appetite, and then I got it back when my pasta came. Like, broth is kind of disgusting anyways. I don't know why we eat it. I don't know why anyone eats it. I don't know why. That's actually just really disgusting what broth is. I'd rather eat meat. Essentially, I gave up things on top of vegetarianism, so I think I have a right to cheat every once in a while, but I don't. What I did for the animals was more, honestly, I was doing it more for chickens and cows. I honestly don't like pork. I like pigs, but I don't like pork. I never did. So that wasn't like I ever gave that up. I just didn't eat it beforehand. I didn't eat bacon either. So, didn't give up much for that. But, I know of situations, inhumane situations with cows and chickens. I also know of humane situations, so let's not say it's all inhumane, but I know of very inhumane situations with those two, so I kind of gave that up. Not that I don't know of inhumane situations with fish, just I think it's easier to eat fish and not feel guilty, because pescatarians are higher up on the vegetarian scale. So if you're gonna cheat out pescatarian, don't cheat out the pescatarian way. So yeah, I'm a cheating vegetarian. I'm kind of in between pescatarian and vegetarian. It's kind of bad. I consider myself a cheating vegetarian. So I'm kind of like that right under vegetarian, but not pescatarian. Don't go polo-vegetarian, no matter who you are, because you will not be accepted by society. You will be shunned by veggie society. Don't do it. Pescatarians, you're not much better off, but you're a little better off, because people have more feelings for chickens than they do for fish. Let's face it, it's true. I just stated that I do too. And other seafood. So, if you're pescatarian, you can eat other seafood too. That's really it. It just bothered me, because today I got, snapped at by, she comes back, soda for the pescatarian. Okay, excuse me, you work at a restaurant as a vegetarian that does not have any vegetarian options. Why do you work here? I was like, why are you here? Why do you work here in this lovely establishment that has no vegetarian options? So yeah, those are the vegetarian politics. Enjoy the life. It's really not that bad. I don't know why people complain. I used to complain too, and it was just like, I literally was like, okay, I'm gonna be a vegetarian. Okay. Didn't take much effort. It still doesn't take much, except eating out at a restaurant. Pre-plan. Play it safe. Look on, try not to do things last minute. You might want to check websites for, menus. See if they have options if they don't suggest somewhere else. That's all I can say. I don't have much advice. I'm still living. I'm only a 16-year-old, so, I'm still living with my parents, and therefore, they choose the dinner destination, and yeah. So, especially when it's last minute like today was, you don't have much of a choice. I just ate you. So yeah, that's it. Bye. I don't know why I had that rant. That was really weird. Whatever. Check out the, if you're thinking about it, or if you want to know more, or if your friends are vegetarians and you want to know more, the NAVS, NAVS.org, I want to say, is the North American Vegetarian Society. There's one for, the Vegetarian Society of Europe or the UK. The UK is one too. And everywhere has amazing recipes. If you are gonna eat out on a last minute basis, I recommend Thai. Thai food is like all vegetarian, and if you look at their vegetarian options, their vegetarian options are vegan. So, have fun.